Okay, here's another tutorial for my sublimation tumblers. This is a 12-ounce sippy that I'm going to be making. Again, I start off by wiping down every tumbler with alcohol just to clean off any dirt, oils, fingerprints, anything that might inhibit your transfer from going on completely. If there's dirt or a spot right there and you place the image on it, then that image may not transfer in that particular spot. So I wipe them off. I use this 18-inch ruler. It's a Cricut brand I bought from Joann's. You can get it from Michael's. You can use any kind of ruler just to trim away the excess paper from my image. My tape dispenser and my heat tape I bought from Amazon. The tape dispenser was about $11 and the tape is about $9. It comes two in a pack. If you search high temp polyester masking tape, you should be able to find it. This is the image that I'm going to be putting on the cup. I made it last night for my baby cousin. So I start off wrapping my image with all of my tops on my sippies just to make sure that the seam will line up at the back of the cup. Once I have the image secured enough to the cup, then I remove the top and continue to put tape around the image. So now I'm removing the top, or at least attempting to, because apparently I'm too strong. So then I just add additional, once I get my seam taped up, top to bottom, I just add additional tape along the seam and kind of overlap the first pieces. Alright, so now it's completely taped, so now I'm adding that overlap piece that I just mentioned. And just take your nail and kind of run up and down the seam just to make it as tight as possible at the seam. A lot of people have issues with their seams because they don't tape it tight enough at that point, or maybe they don't overlap their image. I have a slight overlap with my image, not much, but enough to where it doesn't ghost. So once I have the seam taped up, then I just take the tape as you saw and wrap it around the top of the cup, pull tightly as you're going around, and once you get it all around the cup, just take that tape and tuck it inside. I was having a bit of an issue with getting this tape to stick to the inside of the cup. Usually doesn't happen, but it wasn't sticking as it should. But once you get the tape around the top, you do the same at the bottom. Now with the sippies, again, the bottom is another part where people have issues with ghosting. I also had that problem when I first started doing the sippy tumblers. As a matter of fact, I did this same method, but after I got it taped up, I would put butcher paper around the cup and then use masking tape. I still kind of had ghosting on some cups in some spots. And so I don't know, I've done quite a few sippies now, so I just decided to try it again without all the masking tape and the extra work. And if you tape it tight enough, just press down, press around. I started to get it without having to do all the extra masking tape. So I don't use that anymore. I just add enough tape, especially at the bottom, as you see me doubling up that layer of tape at the bottom. I did not do that at the top, but I never have issues with ghosting at the top. So everything is in place, nice and tight. Again, this top just did not want to stay tucked inside. So I'm just trying to make sure that along the edges it's tight enough, even if it starts to lift, because your tape can lift in the oven while it's cooking, again, and cause ghosting. So my temperature thermometer reads 350 degrees, but clearly my oven is set for 450. That's why I recommend an oven thermometer, as you may not be cooking at the temperature that you think you are. My cups cook for 5 minutes, 350 degrees per my oven thermometer. I do rotate every minute and a half or so. My oven is a Farberware digital oven with convection. Any oven will work, just make sure that you do have a convection option. So here is the tape at the top. It just did not want to stay inside. It came up while baking. Let's hope that I don't have any ghosting. Just remove the tape, comes off pretty easily. I use Crafting Besties paper, and this is the ink release that you get with Crafting Besties. Really good paper. Here is the finished product. Cocoa melon with my cousin's picture on it. Here is the seam on this cup. I did purchase the glitter background from Etsy, and it was a seamless background, which is why you can't really see the seam as much as you can in some other cups. This is the cup with the Sippy lid, and it also comes with just a regular screw lid like your 20-ounce and 30-ounce tumblers. It also comes with the straw, so it can kind of grow with your child once they're no longer needing a sippy cup. Thanks for watching.